What's going on, YouTube? This is the Mermail Master coming at you right now with a special deck profile of NEKROZ. Now this is going to be a current format NEKROZ deck courtesy of the Team Time Riders YouTube channel. This is a great option for players who are looking to try out one of the former most popular and strongest decks in the format in real life. Now this is going to be a current format NEKROZ build, and unfortunately, you know, cards like Brionac Brionac is limited, Yugioh is limited, Shurit is banned. So unfortunately the deck does not quite have the power level that it has had in the past, but it can still be a great deck to bring to your locals and can be a force to be reckoned with it sometimes. There's a couple of people who top with a regional, and I'm trying to bring forward that ability into the deck now. So without further ado, here's the deck profile. I'm going to start out first and foremost with the NEKROZ of Brionac. This is the searcher of your deck, and basically will search any NEKROZ card. That includes spells, traps, or even non-ritual monsters, as well as ritual monsters. It just is a way to search you everything you need. There's a reason it was limited to one, and there was a reason it once it was like hundreds of dollars. One NEKROZ of Trishula works like regular Trishula, except is very volatile in that you have to have one card in your hand, opponent's hand, field, and graveyard in order for it to work. And so it's not like normal Trishula where, you know, it's not required for them to have those there. Next is 3 NEKROZ of Valkyrus. This is basically the heart and soul of your deck now that the Brionac is limited to 1. You're able to ditch this card from your hand, even if you have monsters on your field. It basically serves as a battle fader, protects your monster and ends the battle phase. And its other effect allows you, when it's summoned on the field, to tribute 2 monsters. This could include itself, in order to draw 2 cards from your deck. So it's both a draw engine and a battle stopping engine. It's offensive and defensive, and is just an all-around very, very important card for the deck. Next, 3 NEKROZ of Clausulus. Find all your spell cards, your ritual spell cards that you need. You know, if you have a Trishula in your hand and you ditch Brionac and you ditch Clausulus and then fetch a mirror, then you can banish Brionac and Clausulus in order to summon that Trishula to the field. So he's a great level for making lots of plays within the deck. Not to mention his effect and ability to be able to bounce back or to negate an opponent's monster from the extra deck's effect on their turn, as well as turn its attack to 0 is great if your opponent resummons like a Pendulum Sorcerer or something, or like an Ignister or something, and they want to get that effect off. NEKROZ of Clausulus is going to deny them the opportunity to do so. So really, really good card, and it's the reason that it's at 3 in the deck. 1 Yugioh. I think Yugioh might be the best monster in the deck. Basically shuts down your opponent's extra deck by completely negating the stuff outright. And is 2,300 beaters, so it's pretty hard to get over. Also helps you trigger your extra deck monsters, such as your NEKROZ of your like Herald of the Arc Light, and allows you to search with Kaleidoscope. Catastor. You run a lot of non-NEKROZ, or you run a lot of NEKROZ non-ritual monsters, so Catastor is a really, really good card in here to help you revive those monsters. Decisive Armor. Ditch, gain 1,000 life points, or if you summon, gain 3, banish an opponent's back row. So that's it for the ritual monsters. And now on for the non-ritual monsters. 3 Senju, mandatory, get a NEKROZ from your deck to your hand. 3 Manjus, get a monster or spell. 1 Sonic Bird, grab a NEKROZ spell from your deck to your hand. 2 Trick Clown, great for tributing with Valkyrus or going for any rank 4 plays that you would. 2 Hat Tricker, same deal. When 2 monsters are on the field, you can special summon this, go for more plays. Wish Damage Juggler was around so that we'd be able to use them. Zephyr Saber, Swordmaster of the NEKROZ. It's a level 4, can be revived, and can also act as its own ritual spell. One Zafraxi, special summonable, can make rank 5s with Catastor, or be a level 5 for level 10 for making decisive armor. Jin Deseriere of Rituals at 2. Now that the previous Jin is gone, I've decided to run Deseriere specifically because a lot of the time you'll have like many different levels. You'll have like level 7s or level 8s or something like that, and it's not quite up to the level you need. So Deseriere basically pushes up the level by 1, so monsters such as Valkyrus and Trishula that can only be summoned by using more than one ritual material monster, you're able to use Deseriere in an effort to make the levels of those equal to 9. So it's just pushing up levels, and also gives trap protection as well, and can be banished from graveyard for specific monsters' abilities. One Gishki Vision, because we don't have a Shuret. Gishki Vision basically serves as the alternate Shuret, counting as the entire ritual summon for a monster. Exa Enforcer of the NEKROZ allows you to act as a level 5, search as a dragon from your deck when it's used as a ritual summon, and then if you banish it, can special summon any of your banished NEKROZ monsters back to the field. And then the final count of monsters is going to be 3 Great Sorcerer of the NEKROZ. You now have to run this in place of Dance Princess, primarily because it functions as the way to search, your primary way to search spellcasters, such as Valkyrus and Unicorn from your deck. Both of those monsters, as I mentioned, are the linchpins of your strategy, and since there are so much fewer of them and abilities to search them, having these 3 Sorcerers of the NEKROZ are tantamount. When it's tributed, it will also, when it's banished from the graveyard, it'll also allow you to send 1 NEKROZ monster or any NEKROZ card from your deck to your graveyard, and that can be helpful to send, for instance, a Clausulus or a Valkyrus or anything that you want to your graveyard for use at a later time. Now, moving on to the spells, we have 2 NEKROZ Cycle, 3 NEKROZ Kaleidoscope, and 2 NEKROZ Mirror. Now, each of these NEKROZ cards can, of course, be used as normal ritual spells, using monsters from your hand or field to the graveyard in order to make more plays. However, each one of these ritual spell cards has a special property. Cycle allows you to get a monster from the graveyard. Kaleidoscope allows you to use like a Synchro, XYZ, Fusion, Pendulum, whatever monster from your extra deck in order to summon the monster. And then NEKROZ Mirror lets you use monsters from your grave, kind of like Miracle Fusion, as monsters for a ritual summon. So each one of these are very, very good cards and are necessary. Kaleidoscope is at 3 as a personal tech choice for allowing greater interaction with your cards. And then the final monster in the deck, or the final card in the deck, is going to be 1 Preparation of Rites. Self-explanatory card, fetches monsters, fetches spells, easy to search through the deck. So that is the NEKROZ main deck. For NEKROZ extra deck, I would recommend many rank 4s and rank 5s. I currently have the extra decks in other parts of decks that I am currently constructing, so they're not here at the current moment. However, cards that I have in the extra deck are copies of Herald of the Arc Light, as well as a copy of Quasar, and Rafflesia, Diamond Direwolf, Emerald, rank 4s that allow you to cycle through and to bring cards back from your graveyard into your deck. So, I'd like to thank you very much for watching my NEKROZ deck profile on the Team Time Riders YouTube channel, and I'd invite you to comment, rate, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content just like this. Once again, Team Time Riders YouTube channel is sponsored by all of us here, and I'd like to thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to do this deck profile. So remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you later.